Now, Halston, you've been in a couple comedies. You've been in Neighbors. You were nominated for Best Kiss.
Yeah.
Makes her laugh just to think about it.
It was a great.
Now I'm happy. Now I'll stay.
Yeah. Was Zach upset or Dave upset that they weren't nominated for Best Kiss with you?
Yeah, they were furious.
Because it was like, wait, we kissed her more.
No, everyone's so nice, and I think everyone loves Rose so much, so everyone was happy.
How much kiss practicing do you do?
A lot.
A lot. I mean, like even off the clock. Like, let's go over to my house and run over lines and practice kissing. Oh, that's something I would say. I'm sorry. So, John, I have a question for you, man. Do authors have groupies? Like,
Look at all these.
No.
Do they have groupies?
I mean, definitely, I have like supporters.
So I'm writing a
John's
book.
like a rock star. I'm
but
pretty
I don't
sure.
think of them as groupies. And I don't think they think of themselves as groupies either.
Well, I mean, you're a grown man, but how do you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
well, that's
pretty old.
obvious. How do you tap in? How do you tap into the emotions that really touch a teenager's heart?
Well, I didn't know much about what it was like to be a teenager when I was a teenager. Like, I didn't have the right slang or listen to the right music or anything. So that wouldn't be the right way for me because I know much less now. Like, I know very little about One Direction and all that stuff. But
Did you hear about Louis, by the way?
I did. I didn't hear about Louis, but I heard when Zayn. I will say when Zayn left the band.
Who's Louis?
He's the one who left, right?
No,
Zayn left.
Zayn left.
Louis knocked the girl out
Louis-
recently.
Louis
Yeah.
When Zayn left the band, one of the people who work in my office on Crash Course, our educational YouTube series, called in and said that she didn't feel like she could come to work that day. And I was
true.
like, I think that's okay.
That's real. I did
Yeah.
that when Simon
You didn't come
Le
into
Bon-
work either?
When Simon Le Bon got married, I had to leave work. At
Yeah.
the department store, I had to go home.
Yeah, I think I totally respected
Because
it, actually.
emotions for teenagers are that. But
The thing that-
I hope was a teenager.
No, but she's young. But the
Yeah,
thing,
she's
I
the
guess,
mother of
teenager,
two
that's
in her
real.
30s.
It was John's wife.
the thing,
right?
the thing I connected to in that is that like the intensity of the emotional experience and not being afraid to be excited about stuff, not being afraid to be enthusiastic. And so I thought that was awesome. Frankly, I was glad that she took the day off. And like generally, I think what I try to connect to is that feeling, like that unironic enthusiasm, like that like heightened experience, like that comes with like falling in love for the first time or experiencing grief for the first time, and
Or
asking
One Direction.
Or One Direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, falling in love. Yeah. I said falling in love for the first time.
And I didn't realize till this morning that you had a little cameo in the movie. You were
Yeah, I was
you were
great
the
in it.
dad with the shotgun that I saw for a second.
I actually, nope. I
That
wasn't.
wasn't you?
Nope.
Which
nope.
one are you?
I was his voice.
Oh, okay,
Hold on.
okay.
So you weren't pretty enough to be on the camera? Is that what they're telling you?
I was his acting coach. But don't hold me responsible for his performance.
I see. I was like,
I
I didn't
was-
get a good look at you. So
I was great in the movie.
Yeah, it
it's
was just your
my
voice.
voice,
Your voice,
but
okay.
I am excellent. I try to be humble in most of my work. And
He's the
everything.
Daniel Day-Lewis of voice work.
I
Right.
gave all of myself to the voice of Becca's father.
How does he feel about his voice not being good enough, though? Did you have to break it to him?
No. He was always a non-voiced part.
Yeah.
And then Jake felt bad for me that I wasn't in the movie, the director, so he gave some
you about it.
lines. Yeah.